Hello Galactic family. As you wonderful light bearers and light workers are becoming increasingly aware, humanity is waking up. There is no possibility of this divine process reversing itself or stalling. You are going to wake up purely because you have collectively chosen to do so. What you have set in motion, with enormous assistance from those in the spiritual realms, is unstoppable. So rejoice in the knowing that all your doubts and anxieties are utterly groundless, and continue to restate your intention to be loving in absolutely every moment, regardless of the situations or of the interactions in which you are engaged. Love changes everything, so be loving, and observe and wonder what happens. There is practically no one on earth who is not feeling and experiencing the powerful divine energy and flows that are now intensifying daily. However, many, having a sense that there is no one to whom they can talk about this, are keeping quiet because they feel confused and not a little anxious, lest others suggest they are misguided or even verging on insanity. Therefore, you who are reading this, and the various multitude of other uplifting and inspiring channeled messages flowing in to be shared and shared, make a point of being aware and open so that others will feel safe in your presence, safe enough to start sharing their unexpected and deeply moving experiences. Experiences they desperately want to share, and which will, of course, inspire you. You are all one. So sharing is an aspect of your real nature, an ever-ongoing aspect in constant flow. Open to it, allow it, and feel the joy, the happiness that sharing releases into your awareness. God's will for all of creation is infinite and eternal joy. However, as you well know, you have free will. Free will is the freedom to choose to open your hearts to let love in or to delay opening your hearts, thus holding out against it, basically because you fear you are worthless or unacceptable. That is precisely what it means, the choice to be open or closed, nothing else. If you allow love in your lives, change and joy fills you, regardless of your situation. Yes, love can bring you intense peace and joy even when you are in a situation of pain, fear, and suffering. And in states like that it gives you the strength and the courage to move on and through the temporary state. You all know, deep within yourselves, that love is all that is real, that all else is illusory and temporary, but because of your experiences of pain and suffering as humans, you have learned to close off or block your hearts for fear of further painful experiences. The human condition does present all of you with very painful situations, so try to remember that you did, of your own free will, choose to experience life as a human, and all that that entails. In that remembering is the exit, the way to joy and peace as you make the choice to trust and be loving. There are surprisingly many among you who have remembered and who have chosen to be trusting and engage only with love. And there are very few among you who do not personally know someone who has done this, and who almost constantly demonstrates love in action. Instead of looking at them and thinking, wow, I couldn't do that, realize that you most definitely can. You just have to choose and intend to do so. It's easy. The difficulty lies in your perception that it is difficult. That perception is fear-driven, and unreal. All you need do is make the intent at night before sleeping, and again on waking, and keep restating the intent to yourselves, silently, night and morning and whenever it occurs to you during the day, until, possibly quite suddenly, you find your whole life experience is changing for the better. When that happens, as it most definitely will, do not disparage your efforts by dismissing them and blaming your better life experiences on your mood, your food, improvement and your intimate relationship because your partner has changed, or the weather. All those changes are due to your intent and your decision to follow through on it. Remember, intent requires action. That action can be physical, as in how you relate to people and situations, but it is due to the intent you hold. When you make such an intent, all in the spiritual realm support and encourage you. You are never alone, however much, as a human, it appears that you are. We are always with you, and we will assist you if, and only if, you invite us to do so. That means that you need to let go of expectations about how it will occur. You are, as humans, so accustomed to doing things on your own, and following a plan that logic and reason suggest is the way forward. But if you look back over your lives, you can see many instances where things did not turn out as you had planned and as you had hoped. This was generally due to fearful egoic impulses or emotions encouraging you to do something inappropriate, perhaps manipulative or not totally honest, leading to failure and disappointment. Instead, set the intent for an outcome, and then surrender to love. If you engage only lovingly, you will experience peace, contentment, even though the outcome that results from your intent may be very different from what you chose to imagine it would be. There is only now. So what you plan may well not fit into that divine time frame. But if you allow, the universe, source, God, has a way of understanding perfectly what you truly desire and bringing that into your life. The path to that result is often very different from what you expected. So, when you have chosen an outcome that you would like to see, while carrying on normally with your human life, allow for unexpected occurrences or situations to arise, and instead of judging them as missteps or failures, deal with them lovingly, as divine opportunities that have been lovingly presented to you to help you achieve your aims smoothly and far more easily than you had imagined remotely possible. God, creation, source, the universe, is always on your side. Trust, allow, and experience the truth of that. Your loving brother, Jesus.